Anyone using this one? Is the frequency in use? November 7 Echo Charlie Victor. Is the frequency in use? CQ, CQ, CQ. Here is November 7 Echo Charlie Victor. November 7 Echo Charlie Victor. Calling CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. Here is November 7 Echo Charlie Victor. November 7 Echo Charlie Victor. Calling CQ and listening.
Kilo Bravo 0 Whiskey Echo Zulu.
Kilo Bravo 0 Whiskey Echo Zulu. Good afternoon. Thanks for answering my call. I'll give you a proper report on the next round there. My name is Sean, Sierra Hotel Alpha Whiskey November. I'm up in Washington State, over.
November 7 Echo Charlie Victor, KB0WEZ. Good afternoon, or I guess maybe still morning for you, Sean. Hi. Name here is James. I'm located in southwest Missouri, over.
Oh, QSL, James, you're a true 5x3 from southwest Missouri. I've got family all over that state, over.
Roger that. Well, it's not a bad place. It's not a bad place. We're in Joplin, Missouri. We're just on the outside. Thanks for the 5-3, John. It's Sean. Just 100 watts and a wire. I've got an inverted V for 10 meters here, and just 100 watts in the wire. You're a good 5-7, over.
All right, QSL, thank you for the 5 and 7. I am also running 100 watts in a wire. I've got the Vibraplex PAR end fed, and I've got an off-center fed dipole. Just kind of switch back and forth. Right now I'm using the off-center fed dipole. That radiates north and south, so you're pretty much off the end of my wire there, over.
Yeah, you're just about the edge of my bubble too. The ends of my dipole or my inverted V are straight north and south, so it's broad. You're on the top side of the broadside, so to speak. Go ahead.
Oh, very good. Well, I'm glad we're able to at least get a little bit of contact here started on a 10 meter. I'm curious there, if you don't mind there, James, if you want to stick around, I can interview you and ask you. I've got a little gig I do is 5 questions I ask a ham, over.
And is this being recorded?
Everything's always recorded, but if you don't want it to be put on YouTube, I wouldn't put it on YouTube, but I don't ask any questions to cause conflict, over.
Okay. All right, Sean. Sure, man. Why not?
Right on, man. I appreciate it. It's always fun to make new friends, and it's just a simple 5 questions here. This is November 7 Echo Charlie Victor with Kilo Bravo 0 Whiskey Echo Zulu. I do appreciate you taking a moment to say hi from Missouri. So my first question to you there, OM, is what got you interested in radio, over?
Well, I tell you what, Sean, like a lot of people, I started out on the 11-meter band when I was a young kid, and, it just kind of progressed from there. I got a kick out of, I remember the first time I heard an Australian station on 11 meters, and I thought, I need more power, I need a bigger radio, I need a bigger antenna. And throughout the years, I made a lot of friends on the 11-meter band, and I finally ended up, when I had reached the pinnacle of what that band could offer me, I went ahead and started studying for my test, and I started out with a novice and did CW. I didn't even pick up a microphone for the first year, but then I got my Tech Plus and then my General.
Oh, well, very good. How cool for just a motivator, not only to get into radio, but to have a DX station there just kind of spark it all off for you. It kind of did the same for me too. And fine business there on working CW to get started there. So how long have you been a ham there, over?
Okay, I got my novice ticket, Sean. I believe it was back in 1996. So, it's been a few years. Not as long as a lot of people, but 1996.
All right, QSL. Yeah, I was licensed in 1993, and I haven't had any fun on 10 meters until about 4 weeks ago. After all these years, hi. So good time to be playing around on the radio. Well, 96 is a good vintage for anybody there, so I wouldn't harm that in any mode. I appreciate your patience with me, and we just got a few more to go here. So my next question would be, what's your favorite mode? Tell me about your favorite mode and how you got started into that. Over.
Okay, well, that has varied back and forth throughout the years, but I guess one that has always stuck was, the single sideband. That's just, it just trips my trigger right there.
Oh, very good. Yeah, we're getting a little QRM on the side there, too. We may adjust things here after this little interview. I appreciate it. We've got the single sideband in use for sure this afternoon, and it always has kind of sparked my interest, too, just to be able to give a call and make new friends anyway. I think my very first contact was 10 meter in Argentina from the state of Nevada. And as a kid, pre-cell phone era, that was pretty neat for me, and it still is to this day. As we move along here, this is N7ECV with KB0WEZ Echo Zulu. I just got two more for you there. The first one being, any advice to new hams today? If you were meeting a group of new amateur radio operators, what advice would you hand off to them today? Over.
Take the time to actually study and take practical applications out of the book and experiment. Experiment.
That is some of the best advice ever offered, I think, across the air. I definitely appreciate you pushing the idea to study. And then, boy, experimentation is what this hobby was even granted to us for by the FCC eons ago. They gave us a chunk of all the spectrum because nobody knew really what it was going to do, and they were kind enough to just say, hey, get in your garage and call it a shack there and have fun. Great advice. I do appreciate that. Finally, to end things here, if you could finish this sentence for me, the future of ham radio is question mark. What's the future of ham radio? Over.
That's a tough question, Sean. That's really tough. The future of ham radio, I hate to say it, I'm not a digital guy, but there's plenty of room out there for everybody to have fun. And it looks to me, from where I'm sitting today, the future in ham radio will be in the digital portion of the spectrum.
Interesting answer. We'll see how that pans out. I would almost say digital does have a grip on things for multiple stations, and it's almost as bad as any other addiction can be out there, but so can CW and sideband as well, too. Well, I appreciate you taking the moment with me and answering those questions. It's really quick, and it's always fun when another station's willing to partake on the air. Over.
Yeah, QSL, Sean. Yeah, sure, no problem. That was, it was actually quick and painless. Hi.
Oh, good to know. Yeah, and try to keep it that way. And then, everybody, even when by the time it makes a video, it only lasts a few minutes, and it's nothing really to spark a controversy in any sort. But it sure is nice to get everybody's point of view out there, because we're all saying it, and it'd be nice to have even a digital record in some regard. In all reality, I'm just a geek that's retired doing much anything more, and I'm trying not to drive the YL nuts. So I just put all my little techie stuff to advantage here and have to and get to play radio. Over.
Well, it sounds like you're having pretty good luck with the YL on that aspect of things. I'm fortunate in that sense also, Sean. Go ahead.
Very good. Yeah, one can appreciate the benefits from all of that. Well, fine business there, and it's nice to be able to actually hold this conversation the whole time on 10. This band should open up here for the rest of the day, and I look forward to maybe catching you in the contest this weekend. I'll be running QRP somewhere. Over.
Oh, great. Yeah, I hear you. I'll definitely give you a shout. Of course, I'll be working. Depends on, I don't have
Oh, there you go. Yeah, if you make it that way, you can have fun, and then if you just get out portable or go do something else, and always on the radio, boy, I can relate to that. That's a good time. Well, I look forward to catching you if you're out there. And like I said, it'd be 5 watts, man. So it's always the challenge for me here with the doomsday preparations. I always like to test and see who can hear me, and contests are a good time to do it. It's a pleasure to meet you there, and I look forward to catching you again. Okay?
Well, okay. Thanks a lot, Sean. 738 KB0WEZ.
Hey, and my K9 says hi right back, and it's 7-3 from Washington State. Really neat when I can hold a station long enough to get the interview out of the way. This is November 7, Echo Charlie Victor. Thanks again, James. And we'll clear with KB0 Whiskey Echo Zulu here on 10 meter. Boy, the band is active this afternoon. Any station, anywhere. November 7, Echo Charlie Victor calling. CQ, CQ, CQ. Here is November 7, Echo Charlie Victor. November 7, Echo Charlie Victor. Calling CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. Here is November 7, Echo Charlie Victor. November 7, Echo Charlie Victor. Calling CQ and listening. CQ, CQ, CQ. Here is November 7, Echo Charlie Victor. November 7, Echo Charlie Victor. Calling CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. Here is November 7, Echo Charlie Victor. November 7, Echo Charlie Victor. Calling CQ and listening.